Hey YouTubers, I just got home after doing a test ride of the 2017 Genesis G80. I wanted to do this video because I wanted to keep my thoughts notated. I have a reference point, so when I make a decision in the future on the car, I have some data points. I'm primarily doing it for myself, but if you find value of this, that's great. So today I rode the Genesis G80. They didn't have the the V6 version, so they gave me the V8 version, so I took that out for a test ride. And I'm just trying to give you so that V8 engine had it had 420 horsepower, 383 foot-pounds of torque. I took it about a 12 to 13 mile trip, combination of primarily freeway driving on Highway Interstate 80 and just a little bit of city driving, and it averaged about 18.9 miles per gallon, 18.8, 19 miles per gallon over those 13 miles. So let's talk about the car. I thought it was a pretty good looking car. So from an exterior perspective, it's not as big as an S-Class or a BMW 7 Series. It's definitely a big car, bigger than an average size car. Lots of room. I sat inside it. Lots of room inside the car. It just looks really good. It has good street appeal. I enjoyed the look of it. I saw a black one. I took a color like this out, kind of a light silverish color. It was good. It had some definitely good curb appeal, and I like the fact that the new version has this Genesis badge in the front and a Genesis badge in the back. Because the old one had the Hyundai badge, so I'm glad they changed the badge around because it gives you that prestige car feeling. Let's talk about the inside. A lot of my time was inside the car, and the cockpit. I tell you what, man, it's a nice looking cockpit. It has three drives. Go to the next screen here. It has three drives: Eco, Standard, and Sports mode. I didn't like Eco Drive. It just felt a little whimsy. This the V8 engine, but I like Standard was okay. But I really liked it in Sports because it kept the gears up high and it was more responsive. The engine was more responsive. It had heated seats and cool seats. It was pretty cold day, so I had it on top heat, and it worked pretty well. So let's talk about the layout. I mean, the interior is really nice. It's a really high quality interior finish. The seats were very comfortable. I think the back passengers would have lots of room in the back. It's a nice luxurious feeling. Um, so it definitely has that prestige car feeling. I know I had sat on a 2012 2012, 2013. I didn't like the interior as much as I like the interior now, right now. They really did fix the interior of this. Mine definitely had, yeah, this interior looks much better now than when I sat in the first generation of this in 2012. Um, it's a nice, very, prestige interior feel. And these wood panels here just looked absolutely phenomenal. The one that I took for a road drive, it just looks absolutely. The dash is nice. It feels really good. The the speedometer. This speedometer looks really nice in the car, just as good live as it looks in this picture. Navigation system worked good, so I enjoyed this car. I mean, it was primarily freeway driving that I did, and I felt the car felt very stable and planted on the road. They said it's supposed to be a very quiet car. It was quiet, but it wasn't as quiet as I expected it to be. But it still was much quieter than my Honda, and my Beamers are pretty quiet too. I have two Beamers. If I was to get a mid-size luxury car, I would definitely consider getting this ahead of the 5 Series and the Mercedes, only because I have two Beamers. That's why I'm not inclined to getting another Beamer. If I can save money getting like high quality prestige value, I'd do it. The other thing I liked about this car was the fact that 3 years of full service, and also has 10-year, a power plant warranty for 10 years, 100,000 miles. Because on my Beamer it only comes with 4 years, 50,000 miles powertrain warranty. So this one, the warranty covers it till 50, 10 years test. So I think that's pretty appealing. And I also like the fact that it's got 3 years of maintenance and service on the car. So that's pretty cool. Similar to the Beamers have 4 years, 50,000 miles, so 1 year less. That's okay. I can live with that. So I like this car. I would highly recommend it. I probably would not go for the V8. I'd probably go for the V6 because it'd be more fuel efficient, and I could get it potentially in all-wheel drive if I wanted to, because the all-wheel drive option is not available in the V8. Yeah, man, I enjoyed this car. I would consider owning this car for sure.